Olympic and Paralympic spirit is coming to St. Louis for Olympic Day, where families can get active, celebrate the power of sport, and be inspired by athletes of all abilities. Malik Wilson is joining us from Washington University with all the fun. Good morning, Malik.
Good morning, Mary. Yeah, I'm like taking my eyes off screen here because, I mean, all the little kids are starting to roll in here, which is definitely a beautiful sight to see. We've got soccer balls all over the place. There's so much going on as we pivot from outside where the normal day is taking place out on the track to now inside where I believe, I mean, they've done a good job shifting everything around. But we have our friend Paul here, a former Blues player, also former U.S. Olympic team hockey player. And man, it's so awesome to see you here. I mean, the kids, I bet, are just thrilled whenever they get to ask you, a ton of questions. But Paul, I have to ask you, what are your emotions, when you first got invited to this and, kind of what you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, just giving back. And I think fostering the love for sports for these kids. And I mean, just to get invited to this, I mean, Jack Jordan Kersey is just a legend, and not just in America, in the world, know. And so I think anything associated with her and her giving back and helping out, I think you do it in a heartbeat. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the smiles on their faces, to kind of challenge them a little bit and see how these kiddos do with the different sports.
Definitely. Me as well as a former athlete, there's so many things that I can say that, the world of sports brought to my life. What would you say sports has brought to your life and, could possibly be instilled in the little ones?
Well, I think it got me confidence. I think I think all my best friends were kind of athletes, whether it was like hockey guys or soccer guys. I think like-minded people. So if you're playing sports, you stay out of trouble a little bit. I think that's first and foremost is the most important thing. But I think when you're playing a team sport or you're playing individual, you always have a team around you. I think winning and losing with some of your best friends, I think builds that relationship, and I think it just always puts a smile on your face just competing. And I think that. I mean, there's so many things that sports brought me, but I think just the friendships, I think, is probably the most important thing.
And I think one of the number one questions as we celebrate Olympic Day and Paralympic Day today, being on the USA team, what the heck was that like?
Well, I wasn't as good as this year for Team USA, but that was fun to watch. I think all of America and I think all former U.S. hockey players, I think we're couldn't have been more excited, more proud of Team USA and winning that gold medal. But I think anytime you can represent your country, I think it's a special feeling, and it doesn't happen often. You never dream about this. I think as a hockey player, as an athlete, maybe your dream is like to make the NHL, to win a cup, and then all of a sudden if you can get a chance to play for the Olympic team, that makes it even sweeter, and that's even more special moment. So it's always an honor to represent the road white and blue, and this country has given us so much, my family, me, myself, that I would do anything to watch it keep winning, watch it grow, and just show people how great of a country this is.
For sure. Well, here in a bit, we're going to have a bit more with Paul, as well as, check out the kids again. It's starting to pack in here. I mean, it's getting loud almost. The energy is getting high. If you could leave one word for the kids, and I don't want to give too much away, because the kids will hear from you later on. If there was, maybe one word or one quote that you could give the kids, what would it be?
Have fun. Have fun. I think if you don't want to do it, that's all right. But just try to do it. Try to get out of your comfort zone. And then, when you try new things, I think it might be hard at first, but if you keep fighting, keep kind of getting better, good things will happen, but keep a smile on your face. I think you smile, you have fun, life's better.
100%. Couldn't have said it better, Paul. I appreciate it so much. Listen, here in a bit, we have a bit more again. We might even go over here and just hang out with the kids a bit more and see kind of what they have going on. And, it's a fun day out here. This is a free event, so you can't beat free, and you can't beat hanging out with former athletes like this, as well as Jackie Jordan Kersey. Mary.
Oh, that is so right, Malik. What I love about this is rain or shine, you could feel the energy in there. Those kids look like they're having a blast.
Yes.